Aries, welcome to Andromeda Skies Tarot. I have your mid-November love reading here. Just so you know, Aries is a general reading, so it may not resonate for every single Aries out there. If you find that you don't resonate, you can try your sun, moon, or rising sign, any of those three, to see if you do. Cross watchers, keep in mind that sometimes the energies can be for you rather than the person you're watching for, so make sure you're applying the energies how they fit. This is for Aries. What is going on with Aries? What do they need to know? What is going on in their love life? What is going on between them and their person? Please help me guide Aries for their highest good. Alright, so one just flew on the ground, so I'm just going to pick that up really quick. Alright, so we're starting off with give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And this one flew out of the deck for you. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So there's some fun, flirtatious energy here. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay, so dealing with someone from the past. This can also sometimes represent that sense of familiarity that we have with somebody new. So with this, give your relationship a chance. This could be giving someone from the past another chance, or this could be giving someone new a chance that perhaps maybe we didn't really consider for a relationship. Please clarify this reading for Aries. What's going on in their situation? This is for Aries. Alright, so on the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. Now the Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, so some of you could be involved with the Taurus. This is all about traditions, conventionality, as well as commitment, so committed partnerships. In the reverse position, this can represent a connection that is perhaps unconventional in some way. It can also represent a separation. Okay, we do have this past life relationship, this energy from someone from our past. Okay, so this can represent perhaps someone who you were involved with in the past, but there was a separation. And then we have the Devil energy. So the Devil represents Capricorn's energy. So some of you could be involved with a Capricorn. This is all about lust, okay? And we do have this flirt energy. So I feel like there is someone here who has some desire. Okay, this card is also about temptations, and it can also represent unhealthy habits and behaviors. So someone experiencing jealousy or being possessive or obsessive. Someone could be struggling with some form of addiction as well. I have the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords represents a seeker. This is someone who's looking for some kind of information. They could be asking friends or family about you. They could be checking your social media, something like that. In the reverse position, however, this individual isn't finding the answers that they're looking for. This is leaving them kind of a little bit confused. This card being in the reverse, it's a messenger. So it can represent perhaps that there is spotty connection, communication going on between you and this person. I have the Fool in the reverse. Now, the Fool represents blind faith in the universe, taking a leap of faith. Okay, in the reverse position, however, there's someone who's being a little bit apprehensive, maybe from past experience. It's making us be a little bit more guarded and careful. So someone is, not so trusting, because the Fool is normally, they have this blind optimism, this blind faith that everything's going to be okay. In the reverse position, we're not so sure. And there could have been something that happened in the past that makes us have some question marks and, not really fully trust the situation. So we do have an energy of perhaps like a delay in this new beginning, because the Fool is all about a new adventure, a new start, a fresh start on something. I have Death in the reverse. Now, Death is Scorpio's energy, so some of you could be involved with Scorpio. This card being in the reverse represents someone who may be struggling with some form of change, trying to avoid change. This can also represent a revival of something that had ended. Okay, so I do have this past energy coming through of a connection, because I also have the Hierophant in the reverse here. So there's a past connection that I feel that someone is wanting to revive, bring back to life, with this death energy being in the reverse. But with the Fool being in the reverse, there's a little bit of uncertainty here, not really trusting this energy. Maybe there was some toxicity in the past between you and this person, so it's making us a little bit guarded. And I have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Now, the Ten of Swords represents a painful ending. Okay, so now I have 2 cards, Aries, that represent an ending. Actually, I have 3, because this card can represent a separation when it's in the reverse. So now I have 3 cards representing some kind of ending that had taken place. All right, but in the reverse position, kind of wanting to undo this ending. Whatever betrayal happened here, this person wants to pull these swords out of your back, and they want to undo this pain, okay, that happened here. I have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands represents someone who is very guarded, okay? And like I was saying before, with the Fool being in the reverse, someone's being very careful. We're not so sure. We're not so trusting like we may have been before. So now we're being really careful. This is a very defensive energy. It can represent someone who may have blocked the other person on social media, on the phone. As you see, we have this individual here who has this wand up, protecting them, protecting their heart space. And there's other wands kind of reaching up to them, and they're ready to bat them away. Okay, so this can represent someone who is pushing other people away, or a single person away. In the reverse position, however, this is someone getting ready to let their guard down a little bit. So I feel in the past, maybe someone has put up some walls to protect themselves from some kind of toxicity that was going on in the connection. But now we're getting ready to maybe lower those walls down a little bit. I have the Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups is all about reuniting with someone from our past. I have 2 energies here representing someone from our past coming back into our life. The Six of Cups can represent a soulmate energy. As you can see here in this imagery, this person here is gifting some flowers to this girl. Okay, so this can sometimes represent an apology that's coming forward. In the reverse position, however, this can represent some kind of delay. We do have the Page of Swords in the reverse, so someone may be having a hard time getting a message through, maybe a request wanting to reconnect. Okay, there's a bit of uncertainty of whether or not you want to reconnect with this person, because I'm really feeling with this apprehension that there's a lot of uncertainty here of whether this was something that you would even entertain if this person came back into your energy. I have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This card represents our family wealth, our abundance, and our security. And it can represent our family in general as well. As you can see, we have the couple, we have the elder, the child, and the dogs. Okay. In the reverse position, it can represent a broken home of sorts. Okay. So if you had like children, a family together, if you shared a living space, with this card being in the reverse, it can represent perhaps someone moving out of the living space, relocating, This card being in the reverse can represent some kind of large payment that we made. So maybe like a purchase of a house or a car, something like that. I have the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups represents confusion, being really confused, having more than one option to choose from and not knowing which choice to make. It can represent daydreaming, fantasy, things like that. In the reverse position, this is like the clouds dissipating, and seeing things for how they are, things not being so confusing anymore. This card can represent having more than one option, so there is a possibility that perhaps at one point this person made you feel like you were an option. Maybe there was more than one person involved at some point. In the reverse position, this is removing extra options and only focusing on one thing. And I have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords represents sleepless nights, fear, anxiety, someone being very much in their head about something. I feel like there is someone here who is really wrapped up in their minds about this betrayal, this painful ending that has happened. I feel like this individual is really filled with regret because they wish to pull these swords out. And I'm kind of feeling here that they're having a hard time getting a message through, perhaps wanting to apologize. Maybe this apology is not accepted. For some of you, that might be the case. And this person is really, they're not able to sleep at night. Whatever happened in this connection, this ending that took place, this person is struggling a great deal. They're wanting to undo this ending that has happened. But I really feel with this Fool card being in the reverse that perhaps trust was broken in this connection. I'm going to further clarify this reading with Island Time Wellness. Please clarify this reading for Aries. What's going on in this situation? We have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss. So being in a high vibration, manifesting wealth. Some of you may get some kind of windfall of money heading your way. Maybe because we do have this major purchase here. Maybe we get a discount on something and we get like a return of some kind. But I see money coming your way in some form. Maybe a new job or something like that that pays better. Also, with this card being in the reverse and the fact that we have the Hierophant's energy here, this could represent a divvying up of funds. Like if you were married to this person, we could be divvying up our finances. I feel that for a small amount of you. Okay, I have Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Okay, I do feel that for a small amount of you, wow, this is a very specific message for, I feel like maybe one or two people. But if you're planning on going to a casino or going gambling, I feel there's someone out there who may get a very lucky hand, and if that's you, congratulations. Okay, but this card can also represent some kind of game playing that was going on. All right, with this devil energy, maybe there is someone who's playing mind games, being manipulative, things like that. Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay, and with that trust issues that I was picking up, someone who has kind of lost faith in this connection, lost faith in this person, okay, because we're, not so sure about giving this individual another chance. We're not sure about trying again. Our heart is being represented by a lock. Okay, so our heart is like on lockdown here. We're being very protective of it, and only the right person with the key is now granted access. Please clarify this reading for Aries. What's going on in their situation? We have wedding rings. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So here's that commitment energy coming in again, like we had on the bottom of the deck from the Hierophant. So for some of you, you could have been married to this person, talked about getting married, or were engaged at some point. This is that strong commitment energy. So with this coming through, I feel like there's someone who's not quite ready to give up on this connection just yet, really kind of wanting to undo this, and it is really getting under their skin here with the Nine of Swords. And then we have photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. This person is torturing themselves, Aries, by looking at your photos, remembering good times with you. If you've moved on from this person and they're seeing you, maybe perhaps being flirtatious with other people, it's driving them nuts. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Skies love oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. I don't know what I want. Okay, so there's an energy of someone being really indecisive here, not being so sure. And it makes a lot of sense with this Fool energy being in the reverse. Okay, perhaps there are still feelings here in this connection, but there was a lot of damage that took place. So it's really leaving someone not really knowing how to proceed, not really knowing whether or not they want to continue pursuing this connection. Please clarify this reading for Aries. What's going on in their situation? And then we have, I abandoned people to make myself feel important. This is an energy of someone who is struggling with some form of ego issue, okay, where they have low self-worth, they seek validation from other people, they enjoy that feeling of being pined after, of being chased after by somebody. I can see myself with you for the long term. Okay, yeah, there was plans of, you know, happily ever after here. Planning for the future. There's commitment energy in this reading. And then we have twin flame. All right, now twin flame connections are notoriously difficult connections. There's a lot of push-pull that goes on. There are periods of separation that they go through for soul growth. Okay, it's a very triggering connection. And then I feel empty without you. And I have this coming out on top of the Nine of Swords. So this person really feeling your absence. Okay, this person I feel is really struggling at this time, whether or not they verbalize that to you. Because I do feel for some of you, with this Page of Swords being in the reverse, that there might not be a lot of communication going on. But this person is struggling and really wishing that, you know, they could undo whatever it is that happened here to cause this ending. Whatever this toxicity was in this connection. Alright, Aries, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that, and I will see you next time.